South Korea has condemned Pyongyang after it conducted a pair of ballistic missile tests off its eastern coast. Officials say North Korea fired a medium-range missile 800 kilometers into the sea. The second missile was also detected but is believed to have disintegrated in mid-air. Seoul's defense ministry denounced the launches. It called them a frontal attack on resolutions by the UN Security Council that ban nuclear and missile tests by the North. Well, let's get more on this story from South Korea, and Hahm is in Seoul. Shane, what else can you tell us about these tests?
Well, the latest threat from North Korea coming in the form of these mid-range missile tests, and these are troubling and worrisome for a couple of reasons. First off, what defense officials here are saying is that one of those missiles traveled a distance of 800 kilometers, which would make it much farther than the last mid-range missile launch North Korea conducted 2 years ago. That traveled 650 kilometers. These Nodong missiles, that's what they're known to be. These mid-range missiles were first developed in the mid-1980s from Soviet-era technology, and they have a maximum distance of about 1,300 kilometers, which would put the entire South Korea and all of its facilities, as well as U.S. military installations in its range, as well as parts of Japan. This missile today was thought to have landed within, in fact, Japan's air defense identification zone. Another worrisome aspect of this is the fact that North Korea may have been able to test its miniaturization of a nuclear warhead, which it claims to have that technology. Over the past couple of days, they've made these claims. So that's another aspect that experts are worried about this recent mid-range missile launch. Also, the fact that it could have been launched from a mobile launcher, making it hard to detect for intelligence here in South Korea, as well as U.S. intelligence agents. So defense officials here are definitely keeping a close eye on what's happening north of the border, especially amid military drills that are happening as we speak between the United States and South Korea.
Shane, very briefly, what's happening on the diplomatic front to try and resolve these tensions?
Well, we know that all parties involved in the six-party talks have been in close coordination. The United States and China, of course, drafted these recent UN Security Council resolutions. But just today, we had the nuclear envoy from South Korea meeting with his Chinese counterpart in Beijing. That after a meeting with his U.S. counterpart last week. So the point here is to try and get North Korea back to the negotiating table. And the goal will always be, including China's goal, is to get denuclearization on the Korean Peninsula.
Okay, Hahm in Seoul, thank you.